Okay, welcome to yet another episode of SHONDESH with Ghosh, and this time round, ever in the news, Digvijaya Singh ji. Thank you so much for joining me. I know you're very strict about your diet. I'm told you don't have dinner also, but here it is for you. So this is
Well,
okay.
when offered by the right people, I do eat.
Okay, so I don't know if we're going to eat it after the show. So whether I'm the right person or not, I guess I'll have to wait for that. Okay, Digvijaya ji, I was just doing a Google search. I don't need to do one with you because I have always been tracking you. So, so the first thing which pops up is the many controversies of Digvijay Singh. Do you chase controversies or do controversies chase you?
See, I don't know how you see a controversy. If any of my statement is devoid of facts, then I would accept it. But if it is factual statement, and if people who sort of don't agree with me, if they call it controversy, why should you accept it as a controversy? Have you done a fact check on that?
No, it's
Or
not.
whatever I've said?
No, I mean, things many times your party also hasn't agreed with it or they've distanced themselves from it.
Only once or twice. Then Mr.
But were you high on facts and
When
that?
Mr. Janardhan Bedi was there.
Rahul Gandhi also called one of your comments on
No,
surgical strikes not acceptable.
no. That itself, you are talking about the Bharat Jodo Yatra. But the very statement I made was made later by some of our senior leaders of the working committee.
So you're proved right you eventually.
But I was not proved wrong.
I'm going to ask you about one picture I saw, which I really think was very nice. It was actually very touching. So I'm not going to go into politics of it. You were in the audience. You saw Jyotiraditya Scindia just come down and he takes you to stage. How did you feel at that point of time? Given the fact that there's been a little bit of bitterness, I would say a lot of bitterness between the two of you. Do you think he genuinely meant it? Was he doing it for the cameras or were you touched by it?
Well, if you see this way, this was an inauguration of a school which for which I was invited. It's a very old traditional family of Dainik Jagran. I knew the boy's father, Gurudev Gupta. He was a Rajya Sabha member. Then I've known this family, and this Harimohan Gupta. All his educational institutions, I have been present at the inauguration. The first DPS school that he started, then on to this new high-profile elitist boarding school that he has started. I was invited, so I was not to sit on the dais. So I sat in wherever they asked me to sit. And then I think usually the chief guest does not interfere with the seating arrangement as decided by the host. But he went out of his way to come direct and take me to the dais. If I said no, that would have been impolite. That's why I said, okay, I'll come.
But were you touched? Or you think he just did it for effect?
That is for him to answer, but I was touched.
No, how you were touched?
Yes.
But I covered Madhya Pradesh elections. I met you there also. The party of Jyotiraditya Scindia for the Congress party was very bitter, and I remember I spoke to him when he quit the Congress. And he attacked a lot of people in the Congress, but he had some special words of, well, not so much of love for you, and he held you responsible as one of the reasons why he quit the Congress party. He felt that the combination of Kamal Nath as well as Digvijay Singh was why I left the Congress party. They never let me grow. Many years later.
Have you seen an interview of Jyotiraj Scindia ji where he said something quite contrary to what you have told me just now? So, I don't blame him. See, he's a young man with ambition. I think things were not what the reality was. He never expected to lose 2019 election. In fact, and that too defeated by someone who used to touch his feet. This boy who defeated him his father was very close to Jyotiraj Scindia ji's father, late Madhavji Scindia. And that time it was a unified district. So the district Zilla Parishad election, although he did not have a majority, but Madhavji Scindia ji wanted him to become the Zilla Parishad chairman. So he asked me, please get it done. So then I unanimously elected a person, his father, KP Yadav's father, Raghbir Singh Rusalla, as the Zilla Parishad chairman, and asked the person who had the majority, asked him to chhod yaar bhai, we have to get it, we'll look after you. And we did look after him later. So his son defeating Jyotiraj Scindia ji, and that too by a huge margin, he was very, very disgusted and very, he was not expecting that from him. So he was extremely emotionally charged for that. Number of times he would come to my house, we would chat. I will try to I also lost the election. I said, winning and losing elections is a part of life.
It's a part of the game, absolutely.
So I think you should not take it to heart so much. But unfortunately, he took it to heart. And also then probably there some little things did happen. But let me tell you one thing. The Prime Minister and the Chief Minister are first among the equals. They should also behave like first among the equals.
So, in what sense are you saying this vis-a-vis Jyotiraj Scindia?
In handling political situations.
You think, did Mr. Scindia ever come up to you and tell you that I'm planning to leave the Congress party?
No, never. I was surprised.
You were surprised?
Shocked.
But Madhya Pradesh at the back of your hand. So
yes.
I'm sure they say कि एक परिंदा भी नहीं उड़ सकता without Digvijaya Singh के जाने के बिना.
परिंदा उड़ गया ना. परिंदा उड़ गया ना.
But did you speak to him after he left Congress, telling him that why have you made this mistake, in your words?
I tried to contact him. But I was told that he was having fever, so he won't be able to talk to me. I wanted to come and sort of convince him.
You think he had fever or he just avoiding you?
I don't know. I never checked on that.
But Mr. Scindia was not the only one. The list is long. And I remember again the Baba Brigade used to be called, those people who used to sit along with Mr. Rahul Gandhi, Jitin Prasad, RPN Singh and all of them. Surely the entire blame cannot be put only on them. Do you think the Congress had missed the bus? Congress miscalculated?
No, you are sort of saying something which may not be correct, which is a little unfair. What did they not get? The Baba Brigade was the pampered lot of the Congress party, and they were given out of turn position in the ministry, while there were other senior people also who could have been given, adjusted. But then probably because of their family and the Nehru Gandhi family had been very close to each other. So naturally they were given the position, and they were not only family position, but at the same time they were competent, well educated, articulate and smart guys. But then the fact remains that in politics, one has to sort of have patience. An impatient man or a person, I think, is not the right thing. Because now, for example, Mr. Narendra Modi, he never fought an election all his life. The only election he fought, first one, was as a chief minister. So he waited all those years.
Do you think this is something which many in the Congress party need to learn? Do you think the present Congress is very impatient?
No.
I mean, no, you
impatience,
can also...
Impatience is not the preserve of the Congress party. It is everywhere, even in BJP.
Yeah, but what is that good thing about Mr. Modi that you think the Congress party should emulate? Because you're a seasoned politician, Digvijaya, and I remember for many of us who began covering the Congress party, one thing which would always strike me was you and Ghulam Nabi Azad on the lawns of AICC meeting every Karyakarta. I mean, that is something which not many people, I can only talk about the Congress because I cover the Congress party. I don't see many in the Congress party doing it now. So, what is that one good thing about the Prime Minister Narendra Modi which you think the Congress really needs to learn?
You see, the art of speaking a lie.
ऐसा तो नहीं कि कांग्रेस में कोई झूठी नहीं बोलता, सब सच बोलते हैं.
No, but you can't beat him.
Okay. Okay, and electorally, what is it that you can pick up from him? The patience you were just talking about.
See, the point is, he is being elected by the people, and we respect in a democracy, the electorate has made a choice. So we accept it. But at the same time, there is something as a democratic way of functioning. As I said earlier, he is not the only leader, he is first among the equals. Does he behave with all others as first among the equals?
The Congress today, I mean, I know you're going to start criticizing me for me saying that, but the Congress today is very different from the Congress of the earlier. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it is today largely an armchair kind of a driven strategy meeting honge, board meetings honge and all of that. The grassroots or foot soldiers, वो कम होते जा रहे हैं for some reason.
I don't agree.
Or there are people like you who are perhaps needed more because there are people who need to go out, connect with people. That's not happening.
I don't agree. You have compared me with Ghulam Nabi Azad.
He left the party, you didn't, yes.
No, it's not only that. His way of functioning was totally opposite of my way of functioning. So therefore, it was a very poor comparison.
No, what I meant is to see the two of you in the lawns meeting people.
No, that's all right.
I don't see many of the younger people doing that now.
No, that's all right. I give sort of full respect to what you said. But the fact remains that it can't be said that the Congress party leaders are armchair politicians, all of them. Some of them are, some of them are not. There are a number of people, I can tell you, who are in direct touch with the people. Now, Mr. Rahul Gandhi himself, tell me anyone in the Congress party who has met such a widespread sections of people as Rahul Gandhi has done, from Kanyakumari to Kashmir. And he is then meeting people whom you would never like to meet. Truck drivers, he sits with them, discusses with them.
Carpenters, all of them. The gig workers.
Gig workers. So he is a person who loves to meet people, understand their issues, understand their problems, goes to the bottom of the issue and tries to find solutions. I just saw a 12-minute interview in Peru, and in 12 minutes, he has categorically and very articulately sort of conveyed his ideas on democracy, education, and economics. I think the kind of image the BJP tried to sort of paint for him has been completely washed away by Mr. Rahul Gandhi in his own way.
But
without
he
saying a
also
word.
made some statements which have sounded very contradictory.
Like?
वो आलू फैक्ट्री and all. मैं नहीं कह रही हूँ.
No, that
BJP
aloo factory is a fake. This was something which he had said in reference to some.
Calling us a dead economy.
No, this is
seemingly siding
no,
with Donald Trump and
what?
believing his claims and not our own
You see,
government.
Dead economy statement was by Donald Trump.
But we don't have to agree with someone who's
No, it's not agreeing. It's a question of sort of the greatest chum, friend of Mr. Narendra Modi, the way he has behaved is for everyone to see. Okay. Now, if Mr. Donald Trump, the bum chum of Mr. Narendra Modi, calls India a dead economy, So why is he keeping quiet?
No, but they've come out with facts to counter it. The
What
government did.
What facts?
No, those statistics, but you don't even believe those statistics. So what do you do?
No, statistics something how you read it, how do you paint it. Don't forget, a statistics officer was thrown out of job by this government because they did not agree with his statistics. Poor fellow, he had to lose his job.
You've been called a mentor of Rahul Gandhi.
What nonsense.
मैं cover करती हूँ ना Congress party in those days. You think one thing which he's learned and picked up from you is his deep dislike for the RSS, because that is something which he's unflinching about. But do you think that is that a failed politics even for him, for you? You think it was a needless fight you people have taken up? Fighting the RSS. I'm talking politically speaking.
Are you speaking up for RSS?
No, I'm not speaking up for RSS. I'm asking you. Do you think on hindsight or even now, does it really matter what you say about the RSS, because the BJP doesn't seem to be caring about it?
No. That's not the question of caring. Now, what is RSS? I want to sort of ask you, is it a registered body? Does it have a membership? Does it have an account? Is it an NGO? Prime Minister lied to call it an NGO, the largest NGO in the world. The NGO has to be registered. Is it registered? So, the Prime Minister speaking from the ramparts of the Red Fort in his public address to the nation calls an unregistered, illegal authority or organization as the biggest NGO. In fact, I'm very surprised that no one else noticed that. But the fact remains that Rashtriya Swayamsevak Sangh is an unregistered body illegally operating through the country, which does not have a membership, which does not have an account. And one of my friend who has applied in the Nagpur registration office to register his organization as Rashtriya Swayamsevak Sangh is pending since last 8 years.
Were you upset when Pranab Mukherjee, the late Pranab Mukherjee, went to the RSS headquarters?
That is his choice.
But you don't have a problem with that?
The problem is, it is his choice.
But were you upset about his choice? Because, you people were contemporaries.
No, we wanted to know what he's going to say there.
Digvijaya, do you feel left out? Because the Congress seems to have moved on, there are younger people taking over. And I remember you used to keep saying the younger people have to take over. But after all, you're a deep-rooted politician. Everyone wants to be...
I'm 78. So, Congress has given me everything, what it could, looking at my sort of experience, work or whatever I have, my worth. So, what more do I want? 5 times MLA, twice Lok Sabha, twice Raj Sabha, Minister, Chief Minister,
and now
Working Committee, General Secretary for 13 years, PCC President for 6 years. What more do I want?
Why do you think you lost Madhya Pradesh? Because people say it was a combo of you and Kamal Nath. I'm not saying it. The critics said it.
No, you are talking about 2018?
Yeah, with the last, yeah.
Or 2023?
The last election.
Last
yeah.
one.
Because I was there on the ground, it seemed that people wanted the Congress to come to power, but something went wrong in the last 1 week. You think it was Mr. Kamal Nath going out and campaigning?
No. You see, you can't sort of blame Kamal Nath for this or anyone else. The issue is that we made a mistake of not taking into account the manipulation in the voter list which we had taken in 2018 this time, the way we should have, number one. Number two, yes, I don't blame the party, but something better could have been done in the campaign also and in selection of candidates also.
They said you chose the candidates.
But then people don't accept my argument that I don't trust the EVM machine. I've never trusted it because technology has gone so far that any software planted in a microprocessor without much of a difference, only one or two additions, it can change the commands of the operator to the choice of the software.
But you won't say that if when you're winning elections,
No,
Karnataka.
they do it very cleverly. And you will never agree because I know you have your options.
No.
And
I'm
you
just
have
asking.
your compulsions also.
No, there is no
I don't
compulsion.
blame.
I'm just
I
wondering.
don't blame that. But the fact remains that what is our demand? Our demand is simple. It is my right to see that my vote is registered in the voter list. Now, SIR has reversed the trend. Now, through the SIR, they are forcing the citizen of this country to prove that he is a citizen so that he can be registered as a voter. This is contrary to the constitutional provisions which has empowered them that every citizen of this country has to be registered as a voter. Okay. Now, 62 to 65 lakh voters have been, their names have been deleted. Now, the question is, if their names have been deleted, then do they remain as the citizens of this country? Why their names have been deleted? This is the question which arises. A person who has voted 2003 onwards in every election, even in local body elections, now suddenly he finds that his name is deleted. So, does he remain as a citizen of this country or not?
So we'll get
Number
to know
one.
that once the Bihar election
Number one.
results come.
Number two, it is my right to vote for the candidate of my choice.
Correct.
Then it is my right to know that my vote has been correctly registered. And this is the petition filed by Subramanian Swamy in the Supreme Court, and Chief Justice Mr. Gogoi, he sort of brought in that it is the right of the voter that his vote should be verified where the vote has gone. So, but the visual of 7-second visual is not what he had meant. It is to the satisfaction of the voter that his vote has been correctly registered. That satisfaction can only come if he has the receipt of this vote in his hand. So, this is my third demand.
So,
number 3. Number 4, it is my right that my vote has to be correctly counted. Why can't you count the vote, all these votes physically? It won't take time. Why can't you increase the number of counting tables? Why do you restrict it to only 14 or 15? Have 50. There is no shortage of officers. There is no shortage of space. All this can be done within 6 to 7 hours. I myself clocked with my stopwatch. How much time does it take from a EVM machine to come out of strong room, brought to the counting table and switched it on, and then all the VVPAT slips are segregated and counted. It does not take more than 40 minutes to 47 minutes. If you have 50 tables, 6 rounds, the whole counting will be over. So, these are the 4 basic things. I will not be convinced until these 4 things are given to us.
Okay, so 2 quick questions before I let you go. One, do you agree with what Mr. Chidambaram recently said about the 2611 thing where he said that
Well, how do I know? I was not a member of the cabinet.
Same party.
Well, what does it mean? I was not a member of the
You've
cabinet.
had a little thing, difference of opinion with him.
Never. Chidambaram and I, we have been friends in 1985. We were chosen 5 of us were chosen by Rajiv Gandhi to be briefed by the ministers of the issues discussed in the parliament. Kumar Mangalam, Chidambaram, I, and 2 others, I forget the name.
Okay, so the little bit of difference of opinion has long been forgotten. Okay, now if I'm looking at the 3 Gandhis
what kind of
over
difference
here,
of opinion?
Intellectual bankruptcy?
No, not bankruptcy.
Some word.
Arrogance.
So you stick by that.
Of course I do.
Okay, so we have a Rahul Gandhi, Sonia Gandhi, Priyanka Gandhi Vadra. who would you be easiest to work with if today you're told to choose one of the three?
All three.
No, एक को choose करना
Why
पड़ेगा.
should I choose one?
No, because it's also about who you have that wavelength
No.
with.
I have wavelength each one of them.
All three of them. Okay. Finally, do you feel, that's my last question, do you think you've kind of matured, piped down, less controversial?
You mean to say I was less mature when I met you earlier?
No. What I mean is that you seem to be a little bit more mellow, a very un-Digvijaya Singh type. We love you with your controversies, actually.
Why don't you love me
And
now?
we used to be told कि इनके पास जरूर जाओ क्योंकि खबर मिलेगी. And you remember, you used to tell many of us journalists कि छपते रहो. You still believe in that?
Of course I do.
You do. So you like the controversies you create?
No, why again?
Controversies based on facts.
You started with controversy. You want to end with controversy.
Okay, so you love the controversies based on facts.
Controversy is what you create, and your friends in the BJP create. But please do fact check of all my statements, whether they were correct or not.
Okay. Thank you very much for speaking to us. I'm hoping to see that you have that Sondesh, because you said you're going to have it with the right kind of people. But thank you very much for giving me some time to speak on Sondesh with Ghosh.
Can I offer you?
No, thank you very much. I also don't have dinner, but thank you so much.
No, but I'm not diabetic. I can have.
Okay. Thank you so much for joining me on Sondesh with Ghosh.